today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, this is quite a surprising live episode about the Bitcoin price, about what is happening right now for Bitcoin. And if you are looking into the charts, if you have a phone or something, pull it up and you will know why I'm doing this live emergency episode, the first live video since a very long time. Let's talk about that. You know that I am having myself open like hundreds of thousands of US dollars in long positions of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is right now, in this moment, of course, we want to talk about what is going to happen in the immediate future for Bitcoin as well. Right now, in this moment, let me go into it. Approaching the previous low. This is what I talked about. Let me show you quickly. This is what I talked about, my worst case scenario. And we are approaching it right now. The question, of course, is, am I wrong? Is this not the worst case? Is Bitcoin actually going to break the bottom? 28,800 I have been time and time again mentioning as my worst case scenario, and now we are on the verge and still having rumors coming in. Terra Luna has to liquidate, it's going down, this and that. Let's talk about it. Let's keep everything level-headed. Let's stay like cold in emotions when it's coming about to the price, and let's talk about what is going to happen to Bitcoin, what is right now happening. Let's evaluate the status quo, and let's not go crazy, go on Twitter and like scream around it's over, Bitcoin is going to go lower. Let's go into the chart. Someone is saying you were wrong. Well, in fact, at this moment, not yet. It is possible that I was wrong, but at this moment I'm actually exactly right. Right? I mean, we are not below 28,800, but of course I will not be too proud to admit that I was wrong if we are breaking lower, if my trade is going to be liquidated, which it is not. I'm approximately at break even or so right now. So let's talk about the Bitcoin price. And wow, we have almost 4,000 people joining this video already. What you can do right now, please guys, I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for like that you go and work out or do whatever, I don't know. The only thing I'm asking for, please guys, go down below, take a second out of your day, smash up the like button, please. And if you want to take it further, you don't have to. Share the video with your friends on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Twitter. It would be amazing to get everyone here, or like at least as many people as possible, into this live stream, as I couldn't imagine any more important point of time in the last 2 or 3 years. We are right now approaching the bottom, the last resort, the last very last support we could imagine. I mean, let me go into it here. I was just posting it over on Twitter. Do you see this? We hit it in 2021. We hit it in June actually here, right? 2021. And now we are hitting it again. This is what I exactly mentioned to be my worst case scenario. Let me actually go over here to my Twitter account. And if I am going back, I was posting this very interesting fractal for Bitcoin before I actually go into some much more serious and much more important things, because we have a death cross coming. We have a lot of things happening, right? This is what I wanted to show you. This tweet here, I posted 4 days ago. Interesting Bitcoin fractal. I posted it also like 2 months ago already, where we had a breakdown in 2017, in 2019 and in 2020. A triple bottom with consecutively higher lows, right? And right now, of course, the question is this going to happen again? I posted it at 36. I actually posted it at 48,000 also as my worst case scenario 2 months ago. Now we are getting not only close, we are there already. This I posted 4 days ago, right? If we are going into the charts, this is exactly the level where we are right now. And yes, Bitcoin is bouncing. And yes, so far I was actually exactly right. I'm not saying I'm gonna stay exactly right, but so far, my worst case scenario perfectly hitting. We went down and we are getting a bounce. Now I want to tell you, of course, one of the most important rules in trading is, and by the way, I'm here really in a beautiful neighborhood, Puerto Portales in Mallorca. Very beautiful, nice nature. One of the most important rules in trading is, that the more often we are testing support, the more likely it is to be broken. The more often we are testing resistance, the more likely it is to be broken. So now this support, this yellow zone I was posting, this very important, basically 2 years support for Bitcoin, we've been testing it multiple times already, right? We've been testing it in 2020, the first time, end of 2020, 2021 in summer. We are testing it right now. And of course, the more we are testing it, this demand zone, which is crazy, I talked about it before. I mentioned Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, I even mentioned Terra Luna, is actually was buying a lot of Bitcoin at these prices, specifically Elon Musk, MicroStrategy, Tesla. They were buying a lot of Bitcoin exactly at these prices. And this is one of the reasons why I'm personally not predicting, or why I was not predicting that the price will go below these very important levels. And so far we are not going below as far as I can see, and I am still sticking with that. I mean, I'm having my trade open. You know, I opened a trade on Bybit, a 303,000 US dollar position on Bybit, a long position at a 9x leverage, and the liquidation price is around 27,500 or so. My entry price is at 30,500 US dollars, so slightly underwater at this point of time. What I want to tell you is, and if this trade gets liquidated, I'm definitely gonna put limit long orders all the way down to 21. 21 is actually the price where MicroStrategy is gonna get a margin call because of their huge position. That is, if this one doesn't hold, then I don't know, because it never ever happened in history that we are breaking below the previous bull market high. But anyway, the lower we go, the more Bitcoin you get for your dollar, if you have any dollars. And I can tell you, my bank accounts are almost empty, right? This is something I want to tell you. And I'm still having a smile in my face, so maybe you can be happy as well. Someone is saying you said 31. Well, my area is between, it's a big area, right? This is something you do, and then you are like more likely to be right. I have to admit. But my buy zone area is between 29 and 33. Right? I know it's a big area, but it's just on the VPVR and also on the OTC markets, the area where the most volume was traded, right? 29 to 33, and this is exactly where I was taking my prediction from. Someone is saying Luna crashed. I will go back to Bitcoin very shortly. Just a quick excursion about Luna. It's crazy. I feel so sorry for everyone who had Luna, and I was myself, let me quickly see, CryptoJack, hey my man, CryptoJack, big shout out to you. I was myself actually thinking a couple of weeks or month ago to buy Luna, and it was just going up and up and up, and I thought, wow, interesting concept. Didn't dig too much into it. Maybe if I would not like it, I don't know. I thought, interesting concept, maybe I should buy. All my friends making money with it, and I thought, you know what, the train left, I'm not gonna buy. And it was going higher. I was constantly like, I don't want to say regretting, but I was like, man, I should have bought. Now I'm happy that I didn't, but I know many people who did, and I feel very sorry with them, because this project, it was a great project, right? I mean, I loved it, and they were buying more and more Bitcoin, like pressing the price higher was beautiful. But in the end of the day, their pegging algorithm, how UST was pegged was obviously not like, how to say it was not perfect, right? We broke to the bottom, and it's not a stable coin anymore. And of course, once the trust in a stable coin is lost, even if they can repeg it, the trust is gone, right? I mean, it's gonna be very, very hard to regain the trust after something like this. People are saying rug pull, and I wanna be telling you, please guys, be a little bit mindful, because it's only a rug pull if there's bad intention behind. So far, it looks like it's just a potentially failed project. So please be mindful. There are people behind, and I think it's very, very hard if everyone is looking at them. Of course, many people lost their money. That's incredibly sad. But on the other side, in the project, there are also people which are, I think at least, working hard on getting this one back on track, which is extremely unlikely, of course. So yeah, Luna is rocketing. Here someone is saying, yeah. All right. So are you Polish, Chris? I'm half Polish. I will go back into the charts very shortly. Yeah, man, I see so many people lost money on Luna. Some people are saying this was orchestrated. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think this whole Luna thing was orchestrated? Do you think this whole Luna thing was on purpose? There was bad intention behind? I don't have enough information to judge. I always assume the best, right? I have to say. But I don't think there was bad intention behind. I think it was just, it's just a potentially failed project, right? But let me know what you think. I just don't want to make a statement if I don't have enough knowledge to judge. I have empathy for everyone who held Luna or UST, who lost money there, and also if there was no bad intention for the team. Also empathy there. Can Luna bounce back? Money on Luna, yeah, crazy. Everyone talking about Luna. Let me know, should I talk more about Luna or should I talk more about the Bitcoin price? Because I have more things to share. There is one thing I wanted to share with you. If you are going to the Bitcoin price, and I just checked it with you on the weekly, take it down to the 3-day chart, go down, put it on the 3-day chart, and take out two moving averages. You have on the 3-day chart the 200-day moving average, 200 period moving average. On the 3-day, it's 600 days, and the 50 period moving average. What you can see is that they are coming together, and the short-term moving average is about to move below the long-term moving average. When this is happening, this is called a death cross. Can I show it to you here maybe? Maybe I can show it to you here. This is called a death cross. And this death cross on the 3-day chart, no, I can't because the second phone is not upgraded, unfortunately, to the pro version of, and I'm filming with the main phone. If you are going there, you can see that in 2 days, I think, the death cross is going to happen if Bitcoin is not going to get a huge bounce back. And in history, every single time we saw the death cross on the 3-day period, right, on the 200-day and the 50 period, the 50 period going below the 300 at the 200 period, when we saw this death cross happening with the moving average crossing to the downside, then we saw historically a massive breakdown, with one exception. I will talk about that. We saw a massive death cross happening in November or December 2018, when Bitcoin was consolidating all the time, testing the horizontal support, just like right now, at $6,100. Once this happened, 1 day later, Bitcoin broke 50% down from 6,200 down to 3,100, approximate numbers. And this, of course, begs the question, is something similar going to happen again? Right? Crypto Jack still texting. Much love to you, man. You are the best. The same. Now the question is, of course, is the same thing going to happen here once again for Bitcoin? And it could. It is a beautiful indicator. However, keep one thing in mind. We had another death cross actually happening, if I'm not wrong, in March 2020 at the Black Thursday event. And that was very much triggered from exogenous factors, right? We had the sea dump, we had the lockdowns coming, we had, of course, like the financial markets crashing and everything. So whenever we are having these exogenous risks, usually it's a huge buying opportunity. And we got the death cross in 2021, wicked down to $3,800 and recovered very, very quickly. And now we are having a lot of exogenous risks happening again. Let's talk about Ukraine. Let's talk about the recent Federal Reserve interest hike. Let's talk about the financial markets pulling it down again. And let's talk about, this is like semi-exogenous risk, Luna holding a lot of Bitcoin potentially dumping on the market. That's at least what people are saying. So we are having four factors, at least four big exogenous factors coming together, pulling the Bitcoin price down. And this is something very important to understand for your mindset. All of these things are not decreasing the intrinsic value of Bitcoin. If anything, things happening in Ukraine and the Federal Reserve, of course, with their monetary policy, are increasing the use case of Bitcoin, are increasing the inherent value of Bitcoin, which means the value is staying the same or even going up, but the price is going lower. And very, very important, some people call something undervalued when it's underpriced and underpriced when it's undervalued. Value and price can be detached in the short run and even in the mid run. So when price and value are something different, the value is not going down, but the price is going lower. We are seeing Bitcoin being potentially underpriced because the price is going down lower due to exogenous risk, due to emotions, while the value being the same. And here we are getting some kind of bullish divergence, something very interesting coming into place, where we are getting, as sophisticated and educated investors, a very nice opportunity to scoop into Bitcoin when the price goes lower but the value stays the same. If we are seeing a lot of miners jumping off, right? If we are seeing maybe negative regulation in a few countries and Bitcoin can't be used and this and that, right? Or like the number of addresses going down, the number of active addresses going down. Like these things can decrease the value of Bitcoin, but all of these things are not happening, guys. The addresses are going up, the adoption is going higher, the number of people being involved in Bitcoin is going higher. It's getting more distributed. The degree of decentralization of mining is going higher. Like the value is constantly going higher while the price is going down. And for me, this is just a beautiful opportunity to educate you guys about Bitcoin, right? Whenever the price goes high, rocket sky high, I mean, it's easy to be bullish on Bitcoin. This is the moment I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and this is why I was posting on Twitter earlier. The lower the price goes, the more bullish I am getting, because we are getting this beautiful bullish divergence of a lower price and a higher value. This is something, guys, please, I want you to understand. If anything, this video was for this. So now let me quickly go back into it. And by the way, of course, I'm barefoot, right? But because I go to the gym and they require shoes, I bought my candlestick shoes. And now I want to know from you. Now I want to know from you, dear ladies and gentlemen, what do you expect? Do you expect this or do you expect this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Is Bitcoin candlestick shoes going lower from here? Are we going to break 28,800 or are we going to hold it and go off to the races? Let me know in the comment section down below. Beautiful, man, the views are going up. I truly love and appreciate you. If you're actually joining this video late, make sure you're not missing out on the beginning of the video. Take this red bar, pull it all the way back and watch this video kindly from the very beginning. It's just a few minutes, but it is very important for you to watch from the very beginning if you are joining late. I shared a lot of important information there. Also, if you're joining right now, 2,000 likes. Can we hit 3,000 likes, guys? 3,000 likes, please. It is very important that if you feel comfortable with it, to share this video. Go down below, there is the share button. You can share the link. Whenever I see a link shared on Twitter, I can like it every now and then. If you share it on like wherever, Telegram, I would truly appreciate it. We need to get more people in here. Wow, 4,444 people watching. That's beautiful. Amazing, man. If this isn't a sign, right? Let me quickly go back into the chart and actually give you some up-to-date updates here. So 29,500, man, it's crazy that we are still holding this. It's crazy that we are still holding this. Bitcoin is still above 28,800. And I always said, hey, I will stick with this. I will stick. This is my worst case scenario. Now that it's happening, I can't believe that it's happening. And now that it's happening, I have to say, yeah, only a big bounce can prove me right now. But we are still, I mean, I'm not proven wrong. We are still above my worst case scenario, but only a big price can prove me right. Of course, we can always rig below, right? But yeah, the most beautiful thing is if we just hold this level so we can have a higher high on the weekly. Also, not only with the closes, but also with the wicks, right? Are you going to buy Luna? No, I mean, I can put some fun long position like limit orders at 20 cents, at 10 cents, at 5 cents, just to see what happens. I mean, I went to their Twitter of Luna and I saw like Kwon, the founder, he's posting constantly. It seems like they are working on it. I'm just not too much in that topic, but let's say the chances are 5% that they can turn this around, regain the trust, repack the UST, and the price is at like whatever 12 cents. That is a 1,000x to the previous all-time high, right? So if it's 1,000x and the chances are 5%, of course it's a good opportunity, right? Most likely you're gonna lose your money at a long position, but if you don't lose it and it goes back to the previous all-time high, boom, 1,000x, right? So but honestly, it's a big gamble. It's a big gamble. But if I would do anything, I would put limit long orders all the way down above 0 cents, $0. But which you can't right now. I tried it on Bybit and it's too far away from the current price. So you would have to wait for the moment to come and put a limit order then, I think. But honestly, guys, be careful, be careful. This is like This is crazier than gambling. If you put a long position on leverage on Luna, it may take, even on a 5x leverage, 5 seconds for you to be liquidated. Just that you know, right? Make sure that you don't get sunburned. Yeah, you're right. I was sitting in the shadow, but the sun was moving. Should I be below this tree? Oh, I hope my shorts are not getting green here, because I still have to go to the... Oh, by the way, guys, are you already... I want to show you this here. Wait. How to do this? Boom. Are you already... Let me turn this around. Subscribe to my Twitter channel, because I was posting this actually quite some time ago. This was just 4 days ago, but I was posting it. And go to my channel. I think I called it Last Warning 2 months ago. I was posting this already, right? When Bitcoin was at 48,000. I said, it's very important. Follow me on Twitter at MMCrypto with a verification check mark. The other ones are not legit. Only this one is mine. I was posting it, I don't know where it was, 48,000 something like this. I was posting this as my worst case scenario. I said, I'm not predicting this. I don't even think it's the most likely scenario. But I said, if we break to the downside, I want to provide you with my worst case scenario. So in any case, you are going to be prepared. We broke down. And we are right now at my worst case scenario, which is the second time already. Before already, I think last year, approximately 1 year ago, I already had a worst case scenario of like 29,000. And we exactly went down to this level. Now the same thing is happening again. But the more often we are going to test the support, the more likely it is going to be broken. So we can just hope for this support to finally hold. Someone is saying VPET is pumping. Very possible. We are going to send out a big VLaunch 2.0 announcement today. Maybe that's why people are buying. I don't know. But yeah, we recently had a 30% pump or something within the dump. And yes, I am aware of that the price went down with the other altcoins throughout the last few months. But turning around in these market conditions is a beautiful thing, right? It's a beautiful thing. And I wanna thank you for all this trust. It's a very hard time. It's not easy to do these projects. BTC closing in 2022. No, guys, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. As I said, the lower we go, the more bullish I am. And I had this very important monologue before where I was telling you how the price and the value of Bitcoin is detaching right now. And this is something you should be bullish about. Oh, we are back at 30,000. So we are getting a small bounce here. The thing is, if Bitcoin is going to break lower and get these levels of like 26, 25, 21,000 US dollars, my worst case prediction was wrong. Right? I'm gonna go out. I will say, hey, didn't predict this, didn't expect this. I'm surprised. Still gonna be bullish on Bitcoin even more. But if we are going to hold it, this is gonna be the most legendary prediction ever, I think. Is this? No, it's not green, right? Oh, perfect. It's not green. Would look bad if my butt would be green here from the grass. I'm sitting in the grass. By the way, it's funny. There's a bar, so it's like many people sitting there, always watching here. But yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Man, lovely people, you are completely amazing. Can you please share this video? Can you do me this favor? And can we hit 3,000 likes? We have it here. For you, it's somewhere else. Go down below, press like, press subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet, because you want to get these predictions, these updates, these subjective predictions and these expectations for Bitcoin right now in the immediate short term in absolute real time and whenever you want it, not whenever an algorithm decides. So go down below, press the bell, press subscribe first, then press the bell and press on all to make sure that you're going to get these updates. Big shout out to C sharing the MMCrypto Twitter account. C, check the link. There is a question mark behind. I don't know. Maybe it's correct. Perfect. Tell us something about VLaunch 2.0. Wait for it. Wait for it. We are going to post the video where we are going to explain some, not all, but some of the features. And then very shortly afterwards, it is going to launch, right? We will also post the exact launch date, which is in the immediate short term. The 200 weekly moving average is at, someone is saying the 200 weekly EMA is at 27,000. This is correct. The exponential moving average is at 27,000. But if you look at the historical prices of Bitcoin, as a bottom indication, the simple moving average was much more accurate in terms of prediction, accurate in terms of the accuracy for the Bitcoin lows. And unfortunately, the simple moving average is located at 21,700, if I'm not wrong, which would be interesting if Bitcoin breaks lower. I don't expect this, but if Bitcoin breaks lower to the 200 week simple moving average to 21,700, the market would be completely clean. There wouldn't be any weekend in the market anymore, and MicroStrategy would still not be margin called because their margin call is $700 below this level, right? So that would be like, that would be a scenario. Yeah. Anyway, what you have to understand is the lower Bitcoin goes, the higher it goes afterwards. The bigger the dump, the bigger the pump. The bigger the pump, the bigger the dump. Because the lower we go, the more we clean out the market, the more we shake out the weekends, and the easier it is for Bitcoin to bounce. The higher that we go, the more we attract new money, the more we attract maybe not so sophisticated money, not so smart money without wanting to offend anyone. But the higher we go, the more we are attracting this new money. And then, of course, the dump is going to be much higher because we have more weekends in the markets, right? So if you want to switch your mindset, a big dump is always something positive. Guys, I'm almost at 30 minutes. Someone is waiting for me and I have to go to the gym. I truly love and appreciate you. You are the best community in the world. We are going to see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, let me know, red or green. Bye-bye.